Yo, what's going on? What's going on, everybody? Hey, this is your host, Demetrius, with the PPP, Panthers Prime Podcast, New York City edition. Hope y'all doing good, man. Yo, I'm really in New York City right now, man. I apologize, y'all, for, not being able to, get on this podcast yesterday. Redman Boyd, where you at? Redman Boyd, where you at? Talking about 24 hours and 30 minutes later. Yeah, I said I was going to try to come live yesterday. My bad, y'all. My bad, man. It's been a lot, yo. Chris Shepard, what's up, man? What's going on? Elaine, what's going on, man? How you doing? Shout out to Elizabeth Lassiter. What's going on, man? Yo, what's up? Brazen Caliber. Yo, let Dan cook. That's a fact, man. Let Dan cook, man. Facts, man. Let him cook. 336 Boston, what's going on, man? I need to see what Dan does in the draft before I can say that. Hey, listen, I'm not gonna lie. I'm already cool with what Dan has been doing, man. The draft would be nice, it's gonna be nice, but for what I've seen, he's been cooking, man. He's been doing his thing, man. Nick, what's good, man? Eternal 252, peace, honor, power. What's the deal? Hey, man, we're just trying to put the paint where it ain't, man. You know my motto, man. All right, we're going to get into this, man. I'm going to try to get in and get out. I really don't have that much battery power on my computer right now. And in the state of New York, you cannot idle buses. So every bus that you probably see is not on. All the buses are basically turned off. So, I'm trying to do this podcast like extremely Jimmy rigged in a sense. So I got my full setup though. I got everything. This is what y'all can see. Got my mic, got my computer. My computer only has like 40-something% left on it right now. So, we got to do this quick. But I want to come to you guys today because, there's been a lot of chatter, man, about what Dan Morgan has been doing, this, that, the other. And I'm not going to lie. I've been liking every move that Dan Morgan has made thus far. It seems very meticulous. It seems very pinpoint. It seems very direct. It seems like it's actually feeding the needs that the Carolina Panthers have. And I'm going to be honest with you. I think Dan Morgan has won my trust so far in free agency. He's addressed every single need that we've had in Carolina so far. I mean, every single need. Let me see if I can do this with just my phone. Y'all give me 1 second. When you leave, oh, what's up, Nick? Oh, I can do all this on my phone. That's dope. Okay, I ain't never done it before. Nick, I actually leave out on tomorrow at like 10 o'clock in the morning. I'm sitting on West Side Highway. What's this? The West Side Highway on 45th Street, right in front of the Intrepid. So that's where your boy is at right now. It's cold too. I didn't know it's gonna be this cold, man. I need to see, but I may be wrong. I feel you, man. See the draft facts. I feel you, man. SD Thomas, what's up, man? Y'all can do all this on my phone. That's dope, yo. If he creates competition at quarterback, I will be on board. So that's what you need in order to get on board. I understand. I got you. So it's a couple things. What's up, Big Tight? It's a couple things that I wanted to dispel first and foremost. The first thing is this. I want to dispel. Oh, I didn't upload this one thing. Maybe I can do that right here. Let's see. I'll upload this. Yes, I can. Yo, StreamYard is actually pretty dope, man. Let me see if I can add. Yep, boom. I want to add that. Boom. Boom. It's added. Cool. So the first thing I want to dispel is this. Let me remove myself off the screen. All right, cool. So this is all of the additions and subtractions or signings and, releases that we've done with the Carolina Panthers thus far this offseason. So let's start with the adds. We added Jadeveon Clowney, Robert Hunt, Deontay Johnson, Dane Jackson, Josie Jewell, A'Shawn Robinson, Kaylavon Chasen, Yosh Neiman, Jordan Fuller, Damian Lewis. We also added DJ Wonnum, Nick Scott. And for the picks, we also got the 39th and the 2025 fifth-round pick, all right? We let go Brian Burns, Bradley Bozeman, Von Bell, Hayden Hurst, Dante Jackson, Frankie Louisville, Jeremy Chin, Yetur Gross-Matos, CJ Henderson, Shaquille Griffin, Giovanni Ricci, and Camus Ruggiero. Now, I've been hearing a lot of conversation about this one thing, that the Carolina Panthers have gotten younger. And that right there is just totally false. We haven't gotten younger, okay? The players that we have are actually a little bit younger than older than what we had. If you look at it on average, we brought in Jadeveon Clowney, 31 years old, Robert Hunt, 27, Deontay Jackson, 27, Dane Jackson, 27, Josie Jewell, 28, Alshon Robinson, 29, K'Lavon Chasen, 24. He's the youngest one that we brought in. Yosh is 28, Jordan Fuller is 28, Damian Lewis is 27, DJ Wonnum's 28. You have Nick Scott, that's 28. Now, we let go of 25-year-old Brian Burns. We let go of a 29-year-old Bradley Bozeman, a 29-year-old Von Bell, a 30-year-old Hayden Hurst, Dante Jackson, who was 28, Frankie Louisville, who was 27, Jeremy Chin, who was 28, Yetur Gross-Matos, who was 25, CJ Henderson, that was 25, Shaquille Griffin, that was 28, Giovanni Ricci, 27, and Kamu Grugier-Hill, 29. So our team, if you look at it on average, we actually got a little bit older. Now, why is Fox Sports and all of these other news outlets now starting to report that the Carolina Panthers are now suited? Hey, shout out to Eternal252, man, for gifting 5 memberships, man, to Panthers Prime Podcast. I truly do appreciate that, man. Hey, man, if he gave you one of those, man, y'all go ahead and hook him up, man. Tell him thank you. And shout out to Elaine, man, for that super sticker, man. I appreciate you for that, man. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. Now, why is everybody talking about the Carolina Panthers have gotten younger, this, that, or the other? I don't really think it's younger. I think that the players that we've gotten, that's right. Yeah, man. Yeah, tell Eternal252 thank you for that, man. Yeah, showing big love, man, on a Saturday. So when we look at the totality, when we average this out, we're really, in a sense, a little bit older than what we was before, only because of the Jadeveon Clowney move. But what's the difference? We have quality players now. We just have quality players. We have players that, in a sense, have a name. You know who a Damian Lewis is. You know who a Jordan Fuller is. You know who a Deontay Johnson is. You know, you've heard of Dane Jackson. You heard of Jadeveon Clowney. You heard of Robert Hunt. So when you sit back and you watch all these projections, remember, they're going based off of the names that the teams acquire. If we were to acquire, maybe someone like an Odell Beckham, oh, man, it's a shoo-in to win the South at that point. You know what I mean? So don't get caught up in what Fox Sports and what all these other news outlets put out about the Atlanta Falcons are now deemed to be the top dog in the NFC South. That's just based off of a name. It's not based off of anything else but a name. But what I will say is names do carry weight, okay? So a Jadeveon Clowney with the possibility of a Stephon Gilmore carries more weight than if you have Dante Jackson and, I don't know, someone let's say, for instance, that we didn't have Shaq Thompson on the team and we brought in a Shaq Thompson. Like, what have they done? I know I keep throwing Shaq Thompson up into the bus. I don't care. Hey, Eternal252, man, thank you for that other gifted membership, man. If you guys got those gifted memberships, man, tell your boy Eternal252 thank you in the chat, man. I truly do appreciate it, man. So that's all it really is. And if you look at it, the type of players that we're actually acquiring, they're not coming from teams that are drastically bad in the NFL. Besides maybe the Josie Jewell, pickup from the Denver Broncos, which is a Evero type of system guy who's going to. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, he was a dog when he played on Denver. He was a dog, but everybody that we've acquired has came from winning organizations. So when you accompany that with the name, the actual record that they came from, it now boosts the thought process of everybody who's watching the Carolina Panthers saying, hey, they may have something here. They may have something. One thing I love about what Dan Morgan is doing, and of course, man, this is Dan Morgan's live here. It's all about Dan Morgan. Dan Morgan has shown us that he's a man of his word, and he's in fact standing on business. That's the title of this live. He said that he wanted dogs. He said that he wanted people to come in and compete. He said that there was not going to be when teams pull up to the stadium, it's not going to be just, oh, this is an easy win. No, they're going to come into Bank of America Stadium and we're going to put the hammer down. Now, a couple big things that we talked about last year was this. We could not stop the run. Run stop was hard to stop, right? Well, let me show you guys this. And I know I'm going a little fast because I want to make sure I do this before my computer runs out. Now, these three guys that we just acquired, Josey Jewell, and I'm going from left to right. Josey Jewell, K'Lavon Chaisson, and Jadeveon Clowney. Now, I want to say two of these guys can play multiple positions. K'Lavon can play pass rush as well as Jadeveon Clowney. Now, I've watched Josey Jewell in a lot of games so far. This guy is a run-fit stopper. So if you have any questions going into the 2024 season, if we're going to be able to stop the run, I think that these three guys right here are going to show you that the run is going to be completely, at least it's not going to be the big suit for a lot of teams next year. You know, it's not. It's just not. Jadeveon Clowney on record and on stats has been able to stop the run going to his side. When I watch K'Lavon down there in Jacksonville, he's a ball hawk. He's a run-fit type of stopping guy, man. I'm telling you. Same thing with Josey Jewell. Great guy, great eyes, very savvy. Don't get beat by the dirty eyes often. Even when he played the Panthers, go back to the which year was it? 2022, when we had Steve Wilkes. Yeah, he gave D'Onta Foreman a little bit of a fit, man. Sam Darnold had to throw that ball some. Yeah. So I feel real comfortable. I'm going to be honest with you. Eternal, I hope we didn't sacrifice passing for the run. Oh, no, listen. I wasn't able to get everything inside StreamYard because I wanted to do this live before my computer died on me, and my computer is sitting right now at 23%. So we're going to do this quick. Flair, we have good talent on defense. We do. And I'm going to come back and we're going to talk about the offense, sometime tonight. I may even run back to my hotel in Jersey just to make sure I can do that live because I'm not supposed to leave here until I want to say I'm not supposed to leave here until 6 p.m. tonight. So I got a long time. Nick Trice, so instead of paying bums, we got Clowney, Warner, Robertson, Hunt, Lewis, Jewell, and Fool. What you trying to say, Nick? What you trying to say, Nick? Let's see here. Nick Tri-State, I'll take that all day. That's a fact, man. I learned not to pay attention to them and to do my own research last year. The Bryce thing should have taught everyone that. I just hope we draft well. Okay, cool. Yeah. I feel you. Flames on Jesus, good talent on defense. We get Cooper from A&M, Peyton Wilson, defense all right, while picking up Gilly. Hey, listen, man. I think that that's a strong possibility. I think that we probably will pick up Stephon Gilmore. Seems like it's a lot of it's a lot of pulling in this area for him. He's a Rock Hill native. He said that he had a good time. Now, I didn't like one thing that Jadeveon Clowney said where he was like, it's just easy. We know Matt Rule was here at that time, and, they ain't did a lot of stuff. So I ain't like that. It kind of pissed me off when he said that Stephon Gilmore was like, it's just easy. It's just comfortable. I don't want comfortable. But what I will say is this. I think Dan and Dave have created, at least up front, a culture where it's player, coach, upper management friendly, unlike how it was in years prior. And that continues to cultivate a level of enthusiasm, a level of confidence as well. If you don't believe me, just go back and look at some of these other teams that have great player to head coach to front office, communication. They play better. Do you think that there's dissension and craziness going on with the Kansas City Chiefs? No, ain't none of that. Ain't none of that going on, man. All right, let's go to I'm liking these moves on paper. Still got to see what the product is on the field looks like. Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. What if we draft Mason Smith? Hey, the next couple of weeks, starting April 1st, I'm going to be dropping draft prospects each and every day. I'm gonna be dropping a draft prospect each and every day for you guys to see. Just stuff that I'm looking at for the Carolina Panthers. Some things that they may be doing coming up. Big fight for the Chiefs. Shout out to Dan Morgan. Thanks for doing this thing, man. You like that turtle? Nick, what's up, man?
Yo, what up, man?
Hey, man. Trying to put the paint where it ain't. You know what I mean, man.
I know that.
Yeah. Trying to put the paint where it ain't, man. Talk to me.
Chilling, man. I like Josie Jewell, man. That's my guy.
Josie Jewell. He's that dude, man.
I'm gonna keep talking. And raving him up, and Panther fans are going to love him. Panther fans, yeah. I'm going to call it right now. I'm going to confidently say, by the end of this year, I mean, there'll be guys who might make a bigger impact, like Clowney, but we're going to expect that. But a guy like Josie Jewell and Ashawn Robinson and Jordan Fuller, those three are my guys who I think will make the most impact on our team. As far as, I mean, Clowney, I know that's a given. That's a given. The question marks now, to me, are those guys and Wano.
Okay.
If those four guys could all perform at a solid level this year, consistently throughout the year, and I'm talking Ashawn Robinson, Josie Jewell, on top of obviously the Derek Brown, so you have that on your D line, on top of what we possibly will draft. So I'm looking at that bottom level, that first level as solid. Now we go to the second level with the four linebackers. Josie Jewell, I mean, I know you're not the biggest Shaq fan, dog, but
yeah,
Shaq gonna play. I feel like Shaq knows his time is coming to an end, and he's gonna play with a lot of emotion and passion this year. And I think he has another good year left in him, maybe two, but he has one good year left in him on the Panthers.
Yeah.
Josie Jewell, I ain't gonna say because I'm gonna keep talking about him throughout this process. DJ Wanham, Caleb Von Chason, I don't expect the biggest bump, bump up in progression as far as that. You know what I mean? It was low risk, high reward. I hope Panther fans aren't relying on Caleb Von Chason to come in here and be an 8, 9, 10 sack guy, because that's probably not going to happen. I don't want no Panther fans thinking that's going to happen. The question mark, dog, is the
Nick, you there?
Yo.
Your phone going out. Say that one more time.
You can hear me good?
Yeah, I hear you good now.
All right. Mark these words down, PPP.
All right.
If, and I know Panther fans are suspect on this, but if J.C. Horn can stay healthy the whole year, we might be flirting around with that 7 seed if everything is on what I think might possibly happen with the offense under Dave Canales, because there's people. My cousin got a job for the Commanders, bro. He works on like the scout team and stuff, blah blah blah. They're saying he's saying that there's rumbles and mumbles, like he might be the next McVay, Shanahan, McDaniel offensive kind of guy. So if he is, then that just means good things for us, bro. Now whether Bryce is that guy, that remains to be determined. But I think Dave will have a positive impact on Bryce this year. That's all I'm gonna say. Positive. What I mean by positive, it's gonna be better than last year. So we'll just start there. You know what I mean? What happens after is what happens after. But I promise y'all, it's gonna be better than last year.
Okay. All right. Elaine, what's up, man?
What's up, gentlemen? Some very good points by Nick there, man. What's up, Nick?
What up, man?
Chilling, man. I think one of the biggest aspects to that run defense is that nose tackle we picked up from the Giants, man, because that was really the big issue with the run defense last year. Dan Morgan, he really got a plan, bro. And even the most minute things really stick out to me, man. He didn't just go, like the fans do, oh, Bryce needs weapons. No. When he went and got a receiver, he went and got the exact type of receiver that Bryce needs in Dante Johnson, right? He don't
Mm-hmm.
need. He doesn't need a DJ Chark.
Yo.
Can't get him the ball. Yeah, Nick, go ahead. You probably go ahead, build on that.
No.
Hey, Elaine. Elaine, you see,
No.
you
That's
see.
my fault. I went on mute. I was calling my mans over from work.
Oh,
Good,
okay.
Elaine?
Now you good. Hey, Elaine, you see my my screen, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that's some big bodies, boy.
That's some big bodies, man.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now all we gotta do is go get Trevante Sweat in the draft, man. Throw him in the mix. Get a 350-pound motherfucker to throw in there too, man.
Hey, shout out to Dynasty King for that super sticker, man. Go ahead, Elaine.
They're gonna most likely. I think we're gonna go linebacker early, man.
I think so too, man.
I had to get my breakfast sandwich from one of my guys, so I'm gonna be in and out on mute while y'all chop it up.
Nah, go ahead. Go ahead. You good, Nick? Yeah. Hey, Elaine, I agree with you, man. I think we're going linebacker, then possibly wide receiver, man.
Hey, it wouldn't surprise me if we went interior D line with one of those first 3 picks.
Trevante Sweat, man.
Man. He might be there at 65, bro. With how the draft is looking, he might legitimately be there first pick of the 3rd round. He really might be there.
Yeah. That's kind of. I was thinking 2nd round, but it actually looks like his value is more 3rd round too.
Yeah, bro. He's like late 2nd, and if we got to move up 5-6 spots and trade our 6th or 7th this year, do it if you have to.
A dominant nose tackle transforms your defense, sort of like your boy did for the Bucks. Who's that big ass nose tackle they got?
Vita Vea.
I mean, you throw that motherfucker in there, and your whole defense transforms. You guys remember when we went and got Starr? How the defense completely changed.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yep. That's what we need, man. If we're gonna keep the Derrick Brown on the left side or the defensive end, which is great, I mean, 100 tackles, yada yada yada. But if you go solidify that line, if you go get a center and a nose tackle out of the first 2-3 picks, this team is set up to win, bro.
Yeah. No, I agree with you.
Yeah,
I agree with you, man.
Receiver like that, PPP. I mean, I wanted to throw just to keep the room young and with full of talent. One or two people late, man, but I don't think premium wide receiver is what we need right now.
No, I don't think so either, man. I don't think so.
Yeah. I think we got to go early with corner, fellas. Corner. We're thin at corner. We need to go 33, 39, or 65. It needs to be a variation, in my opinion, of corner, interior D-line, and wide receiver. And those three are the first 3 position of needs. However they should vary in it, cool. Whatever they have, whatever. That's my opinion.
Nah, you're right about corner, but there's something in me that just doesn't want to draft a corner, bro, or spend a premium pick on one right now. I'll be honest, man. I get the argument for the need.
Getting Gilly would be that would soften my premise on that a little bit. You feel me? Like,
yeah,
if we got Gilly, that'll smooth things over, but we still need to address corner.
Yeah, Troy Hill's is gonna be inside. You got J.C. Horn. You got the dude from Buffalo. The argument I guess you would probably make is that J.C. Horn can't stay on the field, which is a fair choice, a fair argument, man. But I don't know, man. I want to solidify center. I want to get something on that defensive line. I want to get a linebacker, and then maybe later look at not with the premium pick.
Yeah. No, that's a fact, man. But here's the thing about it, though. The way Dan Morgan is cooking in free agency, now we don't got to reach for nothing.
Be best player available, man.
Yeah.
The only thing, there's nothing that sticks out, man.
Yeah, I mean,
he tight end is kind of iffy, but
tight end maybe, but I mean that's only if you don't have a lot of faith in Tommy Tremble and Sullivan, which I've seen, a lot of good things out of these guys last year.
Hey, Prime, we heard Dan Morgan talk about Tremble, bro. He thinks highly of him. They think what they said, quote, highly of him. So,
that might just be JM talk, man. You know what I'm saying? You talking about the 10th, the 10th dude on the tight end depth chart, and you're like, yeah, he got a lot of promise. We like him a lot. That's just.
I agree. I think tight end, but in Canales' offense, y'all gonna see it's not tight end isn't that much of a.
He has to be a blocker, and Trimble is a blocker.
Priority. A tight end is not much of a priority in Canales' offense.
Well, I don't know. I think a good tight end would help Bryce out, especially with like those blocking tight ends and then block release type situations.
Yeah.
I think that'd be good for Bryce, man. So, can Tommy do that? I think he can. Can Sullivan do that? Maybe not so much. I think Sullivan's like a bona fide like tight end. Like he's not a blocking tight end in my opinion.
They lined up Sullivan outside a couple times toward the end of the year, bro, and he was catching passes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Him up against corners, dog, and he was catching passes. Come on,
that's what I'm saying. Like he's really, in my opinion, he's almost like a wide receiver. In my opinion, I'm gonna be honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
Like he ain't really no tight end, like as the classification of a tight end. So I like it though because it gives you multiple looks now. In a sense, you could do a lot of multiple things with Sullivan. Tommy Tremble's almost like your traditional tight end in a sense, but it would be nice if they could pick up one more in the draft that could probably be like our, in a sense, project tight end in a sense, if you want to say that.
Yeah, and my thing is this, man. When people say I want to create competition at quarterback, it has a lot to do with Bryce. But even when you're not considering the Bryce situation, Andy Dalton is like, what, 35 or some shit? What is he? Oh,
yeah, I think he's like 34, if I'm not mistaken.
He's up there. He's up there, man. Didn't he start with Marvin Lewis?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
Like,
exactly. Yeah, exactly. So that's how old that shit was. The good teams are always grooming a young backup quarterback. Always. New England, I mean, they always groom a young quarterback. Just because, like, the good teams are able to groom young quarterbacks and auction them off as bargain pieces, man. Even from that aspect, getting our backup quarterback from the future on the roster, we got to get some competition at quarterback.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think out of everything that Dan has done, this is still an issue for me when it comes down to quarterback because I have faith in Bryce to be able to do whatever Canellis is going to do. I just don't know what Canellis is going to do right now. So that still is the what if I have to be totally honest. I think that he's smart enough to change it up, but I just don't know what he'll change it up to.
You know what I genuinely want, fellas? Genuinely.
What's up?
I want us to draft Joe Milton in the 5th round.
That's really the range I'm talking about right there. 5th, 6th. Just take a swing.
I want us to draft because he'll no doubtably you don't even draft him to play him necessarily behind Bryce. You let him sit behind Bryce. You find out you have that as your insurance, your backup plan, and you have him sit and learn under Canales, under his system, and you know what I mean? Sky could be the limit with that, man. I saw something on Twitter. It was funny as hell, but it made sense, bro. It was like I'm gonna go on mute and try and find it. Y'all chop it up. Hold on. It's funny.
Yeah, it's the way Bryce played last year, man. There was times that I was like, man, PJ Walker could do better than this.
I know PJ Walker would have done better, and I'm not gonna lie, I was actually pissed that we let PJ Walker go because I felt like he was a great number 2, quarterback, if not number 1.
That's kind of what we need, man. We just need somebody on the bench like that, man.
Yo, real quick, can I ask y'all, what did y'all think of Drake May? I hope Unc is watching right now. I've been swamped with work. Drake May's pro day might have been the worst pro day I have ever seen. Y'all saw that one throw he threw 10 feet over the dude's head? Out of bounds? Bro, he might have had the worst pro day ever. But here's the post. Ready? Here's the post. Ready? Ready? Listen to this. It says Caleb Williams, Gen Z Aaron Rodgers, Drake May, Trevor Lawrence without game experience, Jaden Daniels, RG3 but not a cornball, JJ McCarthy, Brock Purdy as a 5-star recruit, Michael Penix Jr. Howie's gonna love this. Black lefty Phillip Rivers, Bo Nix, Baker Mayfield who doesn't pass the vibe check, Spencer Rattler, albino Jay Cutler, Joe Milton, probably Tyree Jackson, but what if he was Cam Newton?
Yeah, I mean,
but what if?
What if? You never know. I mean, and I don't think that we're going to be able to find out.
Hey, you're in New York right now. I need you to bump Jadakiss and Nas. What if?
Yo, listen, man. When we came into New York, man, them boys was bumping New York. They was bumping that junk on the bus.
See, that's the New York they bump. See, me, I'm the era from Ja Rule, Fat Joe, and Jadakiss New York. That's the New York I bump.
Nah, I feel you, man. I feel you. Yo, I almost got into a fight with a dude yesterday, man. Like it was crazy.
You gotta be careful in New York, bro.
Was there some crazy
they be
homeless
wilding
dude? What
out there, bro. You just gotta keep your head down
Nah.
and just keep it moving, doggy.
Yo,
Just
so
keep your
like
head forward and keep moving.
Nah, so I'm up here on Broadway and 91st, right, trying to get back down the West Side Highway joint. So I'm turning down, passing by I'm coming down what's the name of the road? I can't remember it now, but I'm coming down Broadway basically. So this dude look like he from Harlem, jump out in the middle of the road and like stop traffic, and like out here like
son?
jumping at cars, yo, and come to the bus window and start hitting on the window like mad hard. So I popped the brake and I opened the door and I walked over to the dude, man. Oh, yo, man, you hit this. I ain't gonna say that, but yeah, it was about to go down, man. It was about to go down. Yeah.
PPP let him know that if he do it again, he's gonna be in need of prayer.
Don't let your eyes look around. People is weird out in New York, doggy. They looking for trouble. You know what I mean?
Kid, I'm from Miami, man. So anything weird that you can even think of that's happened in New York has happened to me in Miami. And
yeah,
to
Florida,
me,
man.
Listen, I don't seek trouble, but I'm not gonna run from it. If you try to press me, I'm gonna press you back. I'm telling you.
No, yeah, I feel that.
I'm very smart about what I do and when I do it. But if you, yeah. So dude knew what he was acting like he was crazy. He wasn't crazy. When I stepped off this bus, he knew what time it was. So
yeah, but here's the thing though. Like
you got some things real quick.
I gave some knowledge though. Prime.
What's
I feel
up?
you on that, and I respect you 100 for that. But you gotta understand these motherfuckers in New York, they off them pills that, you feel me? They doing some wild shit, dog.
That's cool.
I mean, yeah.
Hey, guess what? I'm still here. I'm still here.
No, but what I'm saying is, just don't even bother. That's something you don't even want to bother with, bro. I ain't bothering with no tweaker, bro.
Yeah, but I ain't gonna let no one bam. I'm not gonna let no one bam on my window like they crazy or like. Are you?
Hell no.
You ain't about to do that.
Once they see the pole, they'll walk away. That's the wild thing in New York. Someone might press you. The second you saw a pole, they'll be like, "Oh, my fault, fam," and they'll just keep walking. That's a regular day in New York.
Nah, I feel you. But he knew what time it was. As soon as I stepped off the bus and walked over to him, he knew what time it was. He went somewhere. Oh, here we go. This who I wanted. Redman Boy. Hey, Redman Boy was on my neck yesterday.
Where you at, buddy?
Redman Boy was like, hey man, you said later on. It's been 12 hours. Yeah, I ain't posting nothing. He said, hey man, it's 24 hours, man. Where you at, man?
I got bored. I was like, shit, somebody gonna go live today. Shit.
Yeah, man. I appreciate the love, man. I really do, man. I appreciate it, man.
Bored. Hey, but I tell you what, I think our draft ain't gonna go how we think.
Why you say that?
By that? Yeah, what you mean by that?
I just think they're gonna draft. They're gonna get what we need, but they're not gonna draft it how we want them to, type shit. And I believe we're gonna get us a quarterback, man.
Let me ask you this: what do you think of what I said as far as the first 3 picks being some type of variation of wide receiver, corner, and D lineman? You don't think
that's
it might
exactly
look?
What I think. I think that. I think it'll be wide receiver first, corner, and then defensive end, or because I think they're gonna draft 2 wide receivers this year, maybe. Tight ends.
It's a deep, it's a deep wide receiver class. You can get a good.
That's
wide
why I think we're gonna get
round.
Well, I'm gonna be honest with you. I kind of believe what Elaine said. I think we go linebacker at first, man. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Hey, real quick, I gotta dip out. I gotta dip out. But you know one
What's
thing
up, Nick?
now, Puka Nacua changed the game, bro. Teams are looking for that wide receiver late round now. That could be their sleeper.
Yep.
Teams are looking for that. Like we're looking for
our last pick gonna be wide receiver.
But you can get like Malik Washington in the 4th, 5th round, possibly. And he could be a game changer in the right system.
I see us snagging a damn quarterback though, man. With them late
Joe Milton, 5th, 6th round. Joe Milton.
I'm telling you, somebody like that, somebody that doesn't fell down, and because one thing that's gonna go quick, wide receivers gonna go off the board pretty quick with the top quarterbacks.
I don't know, man. I don't know about that. Like it's deep with every facet of the game, man. Like it's hard to say that.
So it's crazy. The way I look at it in the first round, I'm breaking it down like this: there's gonna be at least 5
5 wide receivers taken in the first round. There's going to be
6 quarterbacks.
There's going to four for sure.
Nah, 6, kid. What you talking about?
Let's call it 5 for now. So there's 10. Let's call it. We're gonna definitely did offensive line. Did I do 4 or 5 offensive linemen? So there's half the offense first round basically right there. You're gonna have your Terrion Arnold, your Quinyon Mitchell. You're gonna have 3-4 corners. You know what I mean? There's gonna be Byron Murphy's gonna get drafted, interior D lineman. There's 20. You feel me? I'm just trying to. There's that, like Troy Franklin might be a possibility for us at 33. Ladd might not be there. I think the Chiefs are gonna snag him, bro. Chiefs are gonna snag him with the last pick. We're gonna be heartbroken as a Panthers fans, bro. I'm calling it right now, bro.
I don't want Ladd, bro. I do not want Ladd.
I want Ladd. I want Ladd.
Fuck no.
I'm cool with Ladd. I'm cool with Ladd or Xavier. I'm cool with either one of those, man. It don't really matter to me.
Be there.
Adonai Mitchell. I'm cool with that.
That nigga, he too goofy with his legs, man.
What you mean he goofy with his legs, man?
He's like, yo, Ladd
crazy
McConkey
legs,
is like to me, he's like Wes Welker in Eric Decker's body. You feel me? Like he's quick, he's agile, he can run routes, he got a great release.
Hey guys, let me ask Elaine this question real quick.
Yes,
Elaine, let me ask you this.
Yes, sir.
If you was all right, Nick. If you was a GM right now, like outline your draft choice, with all the picks that we have right now. Like what would you do?
Yeah, man. I'm looking at a couple of things, man. I want to get younger at linebacker, and I need that linebacker of the future, right?
Mm-hmm.
I also want to come out of this draft with a center, right? I'm thinking 3rd round. What's his name, man? I forgot. I can't remember that center's name that I liked a lot.
Well, Cooper Beebe.
Beebe, yeah. His bench press is kind of iffy for me, but like I think I like him in the 3rd round.
Okay.
You can get him in the weight room.
Mm-hmm.
So those first 2 picks, man, I'm looking at securing my lines, man. Maybe get a nose tackle, maybe get someone that can play on the line, and then I'm getting a linebacker, right?
Mm-hmm.
Coming out of there, I'm starting to look at wide receiver now. Maybe if I can get the perfect fit wide receiver for Bryce, I can. But I also want to fix that center position. So maybe third round, I'm gonna fix that center position. Get someone that I feel more comfortable with. And from there, go get your wide receivers, go get your backup quarterback. Just fill in some spots. Maybe come out of the draft with a corner. You know what I mean? Okay. Nothing. I wouldn't prioritize corner, but I definitely want to add to the room. But yeah, that's kind of my idea, man. There's so many ways you can go with this shit, man. That's kind of my general idea of how I would want to spend my draft picks.
Yeah, that's a fact, man. I actually like that. I actually like that because I think it's gonna fit all the rest of the needs. We do need a wide receiver. We need a linebacker of the future. We need a offensive or a center. We need a cornerback. We probably need like 2 cornerbacks, maybe in my opinion. Maybe a safety and edge rusher. For the future.
I think how Elaine said is how the draft gonna go. It's gonna be kind
of stay away from what, Elaine?
Stay away from the edge rushers because listen. The history of the draft, man. When it comes to quarterbacks and edge rushers, the success after the first round is damn near non-existent.
Yep. Get us another YGM, Coney
Ely, Everett Brown. I mean, we've experienced ourselves. That's not just us; it's the rest of the league. It's hard to find these. The reason why Brian Burns got $150 million is because you just can't go into the 2nd round and get a defensive end that can give you 8-9 sacks. It's just not common. You get what I'm saying?
Sure.
Okay.
So we don't need to spend premium picks at pass rusher. They don't
another DJ Johnson.
Yeah, exactly.
So maybe someone that can play multiples, you think?
I like that idea, but if we feel the need for pass rusher, we need to just go ahead and get one free agency until we can actually turn around the draft and spend a premium pick on a pass rusher.
Okay, I feel you.
But PPP, I wouldn't be mad if we went and got that linebacker first pick because there's so many wide receivers that you know what I'm saying. At 39, we can get somebody to fill.
Who's that linebacker? He's in our top 30 visits. The Panthers have met with like 2 of the top linebackers already.
I think
for
that guy Luke Kuechly, and I forgot the other guy name.
Yeah. The Panthers are looking at linebacker, man.
And then we done added enough shit, man. If they draft right, it could go pretty.
Because we don't have anybody to actually to keep the stat with you. Because you have 2 middle linebackers and a 3-4, right?
Right.
You have Shaq, and then we brought in a dude, but like
Josie Jewell,
but like you ain't really gonna trust Shaq long term. It's not a long term.
Shaq.
Yeah, it's not a long term situation. Yeah, it's not.
Let him walk.
Yeah. And they've been really low key trying to get rid of Shaq the past 2-3 years, asking him to take pay cuts and shit like that.
That nigga just being a team player, he like shit. That nigga ain't trying to go nowhere. He lazy.
The reason they ain't cut him is because they don't really have a valuable option. They gonna get that option this year.
Yeah.
I
agree.
He don't play hard enough, bro. I don't see a bunch of effort out of him. Like seriously.
Nah, you really don't, man. He's not that type like that. And people got mad at me when I said Josie Jewell, in my opinion, is more of a like Luke Kuechly-ish type of player.
Yeah, he'll step up on the behind the line. He'll go in for some shit.
He'll go in for that. Shaq ain't gonna do that.
Whole defense didn't do nothing against the run, bro. Everybody crying about Brian Burns, bro. That dude is the most sorriest run stopper, bro. I swear to God, it's crazy. Like, and even Luvu, I like him because he always gets around the ball. But when you sit there and look at it, he do a lot of I ain't gonna call him an arm tackler, but he just not. You know what I'm saying? He ain't wrapping up, taking down every time. They holding on to motherfuckers getting drugged down the field.
Exactly, man. Exactly. And see, when I look at the linebacker position, I think about someone that's fierce, that's aggressive, that's not gonna allow you I think about players like old boy Ray Lewis, Luke Kuechly. I know Thomas Davis wasn't a middle linebacker, but I just think I just think about that linebacker position. I want you to don't think about coming over here. Don't think about it. Like, I'm gonna hit you, kid. In the run, we got to be able to like get inside those run fits, man. Josie Jewell does that well.
And also PPP, it's like what fucked us up last year. We had, even though the defense did play most of the game, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna trash the defense because Bryce had him out there all damn game.
That's a fact. He did.
But
he did.
The thing is, like, when we get those 3rd and 7 and 8s. Man, and like they'll do a run play, and for that reason right there, not good tackling, they fuck around and pick up the first or some goofy shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit can't be happening, bro. 3rd and 8, 3rd and 7. At least make them, if they pass for it, whatever. But when they rushing on it, they don't respect your run game, bro.
It's a fact, man.
It's easier for them to get it on the ground and to throw it. They like shit, throw a little whatever kind of formation in there, and they go get that damn first down, and we sitting there looking all goofy.
Yeah. But like I said, man. But like I said, man. No, my bad. But like I said, I truly believe in Dan Morgan, man. I think everything. He hasn't lied about anything. Well, maybe Bryce Young not needing, any type of whatever. But I think even they're starting to change how they talk about Bryce. Like, they're starting to say, his footwork.
They believe in him, bro.
Yeah, they believe in Bryce, but they're starting to say he needs to work on these things. He needs to get these things down pat and get these things better so he can execute better. Because his footwork last year, his processing on the deeper routes, the second level routes, he wasn't hitting those when he could have hit those. And I think, they're putting the heat on him as well. If he wants to be the starting quarterback going forward, you got to hit those intermediate to deep passes, especially when they're available. You have to do that. Got to do that. Nugent could be good, maybe 3rd or 4th round. Yeah, a lot of our PFF predictions in mock drafts, we've been seeing him in that 3rd to 4th round just sitting there. So it might be a good pickup. I'm not gonna lie, man. I wasn't able to get everything in here, but to me, our run stop, Jadeveon Clowney, Caleb Vaughn, and Josie, that's good. Alshon, Derrick Brown, Nick Thurman. I feel confident, man. At least that up front defense, the trenches, is kind of solidified with the rotational pieces coming in. And I didn't even put in. Yeah, we do. I haven't even put in Troy Hill. I didn't put in DJ Johnson, which, we're still working out, seeing what he's going to do. I didn't even put in Amari Barno. These are bodies that can produce and at least do something,
Yeah.
So
and
I feel confident, man.
the way I was looking at it though, and I was thinking, like I know Elaine was talking about center, but they might look to address the center next draft, like next year. You know what I'm saying? The reason why I say that is I
don't know
think
if
where
you
they
can,
at right
man.
now, they built themselves kind of to get the best player available for the position they need, or you know, if there's somebody there that's a steal, I think they'll grab them. And I also think we might walk away with a running back. We might go for one. You know, it just depends on
You
who's
can't fuck
there.
around with that. You can't fuck around with that offensive line. Colbert switching positions and injury prone. I get your point. You would essentially be drafting a dude who, if Colbert is healthy, he'll probably be just sitting the whole year and he'll be somebody for the future. But there's nothing that could derail your season faster, man, than problems up front, especially at center.
Yeah. And we saw that last year, man, when Bryce Young, you know, had to switch out offensive linemen. You know, they just wasn't able to hold at times. And I saw Bradley Bozeman on his back more than I saw him standing up. So, you know, center position is important, man. You got to have some.
You're right.
You got to have some hogs up front, man. That's going to be able to, you know, hold for them. Yeah. Well, fellas, my computer's getting ready to die. Yeah, no, it is, man. Yeah, it is, man. In New York, you cannot idle the bus, so I gotta get up out of here, man. Yeah, before my computer die. But real quick, man, I appreciate you guys for coming on, man.
Always,
no doubt, bro.
Yeah, man, most def, man. Guys, if y'all haven't done so, do me one favor and hit that subscribe button. Also, man, hit the subscribe button. Also, become a member of Panthers Prime Podcast. It's only $3.99 to join, man. To get the membership, you get members-only content. You know, and some pretty good stuff going to be coming up in the month of April. Trust me, I'm working on it. I already got some videos that's already laid out for April 1st. I'm going to be dropping all these draft prospects that I think the Panthers should look at and maybe on the Panthers board coming up in the upcoming draft. So get ready for that. And yeah, man, I'm excited about it, man. So guys, this is your boy Demetrius with the PPP. Also, if you enjoyed the content, do me a favor, hit the super chat. Go inside the Cash App. You know, if you want to support the channel, super stickers are the way to go to support the channel. Venmo, all that information is right here if you want to support the channel monetarily, man. I appreciate all gifts, all donations. Elaine, man, go ahead and shout your channel out real quick, man.
Yeah, man. Panther Theory, man. If you hate Bryce, man, just come on over, man. We fucking hate Bryce, but you know, we try to take the analytical approach to you know, Panther football and football in general, man. So, you know, subscribe, like, you know, Panther Theory.
Panther Theory, man, all day, man. Great channel, man. Great,
appreciate it, sir.
Great conversation. Listen, don't go up on that stage if you don't know nothing.
Oh man.
Don't try to debate if you don't know nothing.
You're gonna want to fight me. Don't do it. You ain't ready. You're gonna get embarrassed.
Yeah, man. Well, all right, Elaine, we out, man. This is your boy Demetrius with the PPP Panthers Prime Podcast. You know what time it is. Let's go.